Born on April 25th, 1938, Betty Horton was a child born in the time of the Great Depression. She was born in Molina, Georgia, 30 miles outside of Atlanta. She lived with 5 brothers and 6 sisters, and with her mother and dad on the farm. As a young child, she helped out on her daddy's farm to grow peas, corn, and cotton. There wasn't much need for them to go anywhere. Everything they needed was on the farm. She says one of the things she remembers the most about the farm is drinking buttermilk and eating cornbread, and usually having hog meat on the weekends. It was important for families to have farms back then, especially in the South. For some families, it was their only income. For others, it was a way of life. Others like the big cities and the glitz of the North, like New York and New Jersey. Growing up, she considered her family to be middle class. Life wasn't too hard and life wasn't too easy. They didn't get any allowances, but she joked about saying the only allowance that she got was kerosene to put on her lamp at night. Since there was no TV, their only form of entertainment was hide and seek, hopscotch, and jump rope. Some of the best memories she had as a child was going to the revival homecoming every Sunday in September at Neal's Baptist Church. It was a church reunion where everybody that moved away came back to celebrate. She remembers going to church a week straight because she had so much fun. Unfortunately, life took a turn for the worse when her mother died of asthma. Life got harder and the entire family struggled. She was only around 9 or 10 at the time. Eventually, she would start to have children of her own and had her first son when she was 18. She had 6 in all. One of her first jobs outside the farm was in a nursing home. She was a great caretaker. She was raised to be a helper, even though she has always had a gift for interior decorating and a love of flowers. Around in her late 20s, during the 60s, life was starting to improve around her. Although there was segregation and other laws separating blacks and whites, she seemed unaffected by it all. There were marches from Atlanta all the way to Pike County. Her brothers would go to the marches, but wouldn't let the sisters go. This was the time period where President Kennedy and Martin Luther King was assassinated. She felt lucky because she didn't have to work as hard as other families because she had so much support from her family. Despite turbulent times, with increased crime and riots, other things were getting better. Culture seemed to have exploded with music and technology. The Man on the Moon, the Beatles, and all kinds of music became popular. Some of the best memories she has from that time is going to the drive-in theater in 1965 in her blue Impala. Her kids would go to sleep in the back, but hey, at least they were quiet. As time went by, she established a career at Providence Healthcare in Thomaston, Georgia. There she was a head cook. All the residents and employees loved her there. She was a go-to person, and she worked every holiday. She remembers making cornbread, vegetables, turnips, and large batches of jello the most. She always liked to socialize. Many residents didn't just like regular employees serving their food, they wanted Betty too. As she continued her career, she was recognized for being an outstanding chef. All of her kids could vouch for that recognition. She says raising her kids was easy. Since she had so many, they were able to be supportive of her. The older children always helped raise the little ones. One of the things she enjoyed most about raising grandkids was when they were outside playing and she got some sleep. Also when they decorated the house for every Christmas. Now life for her is easier. After retirement, she still doesn't live far from where she was born. She lives in Thomaston, Georgia, and enjoys traveling and being healthy. She doesn't have to worry about working again because she is retired. The only regret she has is her mother not being able to get proper medical treatment when she was a little girl, but she understands now that it was out of her hands. She loves life, the people around her, and especially her family.